the Star of Wonder bracelet. This is a wider version of a bracelet called the Little Star bracelet, and you can watch the tutorial if you go to our YouTube channel. You will need 2 looms for this bracelet, and your arrow should be pointing forwards, and your looms should be set up like this. So 2 looms beside each other in the staggered position, and if you turn it around, your bases. This is a good way to set up your bases because it's very stable. And the first thing you're going to do is place a band from the left loom on this side. So on the middle peg, on the first middle peg to the first left peg, just like that. And now we're going to go from where we stopped forwards, and from where we stopped forwards again, just like that. Now we're going to go from where we stopped to the 4th middle peg and push your bands down. And now we're going to go from where we stopped back to the outside and go forwards 2 times and go to the middle again. And we're going to continue this all the way until we reach the last middle peg. And we're just going to go in from here and push all our bands down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place a band from here to the outside. Oops. So from here to here. Then we're going to go up. Oops. So we're going to go up from here to the 3rd row, here, and then we're not going to go up again. What we're going to do is now we're going to be placing a band from here to the right. And now we're going to continue the same pattern that we did on the left side, on the right side. So go here, and then in, and then out. Oops, make sure your bands are pushed down. And you're going to go forwards, and so in the middle of them, you're always going to see an X. So now we're going to stop and go in and push all our bands down. Okay, so now we're going to continue the same thing on the other side. So now on this loom, we're going to go from here to here. Now you're going to go from this peg, from where we started, forwards, and go up forwards again. And then go from where we stopped into the middle, go back out to the outside, and we're going to continue this all the way down the loom. Okay, so now we're going to continue the same thing on the other side. So on the right side of the right loom. So on this side. So we're going to go from where we started to the right first pin. Go forwards from there twice. go from here to here, in, go out to the outside, and continue all the way down the line. Now push all your bands down. And when we start looping, if you have a metal crochet hook, that would be great, just in case. Okay, so now we're gonna start placing the middle bands. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna be using yellow, the star, the pink star right here, and orange for the little green part. So the first thing we're gonna do, you start with the color you want for the star, and you're gonna go from on this side, so on this loom, we're gonna go from the first left peg into the second middle peg. And if you have watched my little star tutorial, this will be pretty easy for you. It'll give you it'll help with the pattern in the middle. And now we're gonna go from the second middle pin to the second left pin, and from the second middle pin to the second right pin. So it's an X now. Now we're not going to be placing another X. We're going to be placing the green part here now, right here. So I'm going to be using orange. You're going to go from the second middle pin to the third left pin, and to the from the second middle pin to the third right pin. So it's an X here and then a V here. Now we're going to do the same thing in this box here. So I'm going to be using yellow. This is the X part. And you're going to go from here into the middle, and from the right into the middle. Oops. Make sure they're not overlapping. And then we're going to do the same thing. So here, and then up, and then from the middle, and up here. So it should look like this, another X. Now we're going to make another V. So we're going to go from the second middle pin from here, and we're going to go with our orange. I'm going to be using orange. And then go from here to here, and then from here, and stretch it all the way up from there. So the V is, the V again is this green part. So now we're going to move on to the other box, from here to here, and then from here to here, and then from here to here, and from here to here. And then we're going to make another V. So now we're going to start this one. So we're going to do this one, and then we're going to stop there, and I'll show you what to do here. Okay, so now it's going to look like that. So now we're going to continue the same thing that we did on this loom, on this loom. So it's exactly the same thing. We're going to go from here to the middle, and then from here to the middle. You always want to do this in the same order, or else your bracelet can mess up. So here to here, and here to here, and 2 orange bands, and go from here, and then from here. So we're going to continue this all the way down this side of the loom. do not do in the little star tutorial. This is going to be to hold the two bracelets together. So as you can see in the middle, it's gray here, right down the middle. That's a single X bracelet to hold the two bracelets together. So now we're going to start the X's in the middle. This wasn't in our little stars tutorial, but this is to hold the two bracelets together. Because if you just loop them like this, it would become two long bracelets with only a little tiny band in the middle. So it's a single X bracelet in the middle. So it's basically just a bunch of X's, as you can see. Now we're going to connect the two bracelets together. So what you're going to do is start from here. Start from the right and go to the left diagonally up. And start from the left and go diagonally up to the right. So it's a little X in the middle. Now you're going to continue that all the way up the loom, but you're not going to do it right at the end. So go from here to here, and then from here to here, and then from here to here, and continue all the way up the loom. Stop here, and you can take your hook and just push them down. We're almost ready to loop the bands. So you can turn your loom around so the arrows are pointing towards you. So you're going to place two capping bands on these pegs. So one on here and one on here. So the open part of the peg should be facing towards you. And you're going to place a capping band here and double it on this peg, and take a band and double it on this peg, just like that. Now you're going to pull back the capping band, so your loom should look like this. And also, after you've done the yellow capping bands, in my case, you're going to place a band across the X's. So just right here. You're not going to be placing them all the way down, but just right here. Now we're going to start looping the X's. We're not going to start looping these sides first, because this is the thing that connects, these are the bands that connects the whole bracelet together. So what you're going to do is, you're going to pull back the band that we just placed here, and you're going to grab the one on the left and bring it to the right diagonally. Now you're going to pull back the band, grab the one on the right, and bring it to the left diagonally. So it looks like this. It kind of looks like Mickey Mouse. Now you're going to pull back the band that we just looped. Grab the one on the blue one, in my case on the top, and bring it diagonally. And pull back the band that we looped earlier. And grab the one on the top and bring it to its spot. Now it looks a little bit like an X now. So now you're gonna continue this pattern all the way down the loom until we reach the end. Okay, so now we're going to stop at the end right here. And this is a single X pattern. Make sure you push it down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start looping the sides now, so the open part here in the middle. Now that we've done hooking our X's in the middle, we're going to start looping all these bands here, but you always want to make sure you loop it like in this direction. So you go here, and then you go loop this one, and then this one, and go here, and then here, and you continue that pattern until you're done looping. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull back the capping band, now you're going to pull back the capping band on the left loom, and the arrow should be pointing towards you. And you're going to grab the single top band behind that capping band and bring it to the left. Now you're going to pull back the capping band, grab the one on the top, and bring it to the right. Now we're going to pull back that first layer of the single band that we looped on the left, grab the orange band, in my case on the top, and bring it diagonally to the third middle peg. Now that we have this band here, we're going to pull back two bands. So we're going to pull back this band here and this first layer here. So pull back those two bands, grab the orange band, in my case on the top, and bring it to diagonally to the third middle peg. Now what we're going to do is that we're done looping that V shape. We're going to pull back the parts of the bands that form the V, grab the yellow band, in my case on the top, and bring it diagonally down to the third left peg. Sometimes these bands can get a little bit stiff and stuck, so you always want to make sure that bands don't snap. So now that we've looped this one diagonally down, we're going to pull back those orange bands again, grab the one on the top, and bring it diagonally down to the third right peg. But you always want to make sure that your bands are good quality. So now we're going to pull back the orange bands again, grab the bands on the top, the one band on the top, and bring it diagonally up to the fourth peg. The fourth peg on the left side of the loom. And now pull back the orange bands, grab the single band there, bring it to the fourth right peg on the left loom. Now that we've done placing the middle, it should look like a flower with 4 petals. Now we're going to pull back. We're going to start looping this kind of like a border. So we're going to, just this part though, just this section. So we're going to pull back those bands, grab the single band on the bottom and bring it forwards. Now in my case, we're going to pull back the yellow bands, grab the one at the very bottom and bring it forwards. Make sure you loop it in the right order. Now we're going to pull back the yellow bands again and grab the one at the very bottom and bring it diagonally to the fourth middle peg. So it should look like this. We're going to continue the same thing on this side of the loom. We're going to continue the same thing that we did on this side, So just pull back, but now you have an extra band here, so you always want to make sure you pull that back too. Grab the one at the very bottom and bring it forwards. Pull back all these, grab the one at the very bottom and bring it forwards. And go diagonally for this one into the center. So it should look like this. Now we're not going to continue up, we're going to go to the second one. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to loop it in that order. So now we're going to pull back we're gonna do this. We're gonna loop these bands now. So we're gonna pull back the capping band, the yellow capping band in my case. Grab the one at the top and bring it to the left on the right loop. Now we're going to pull back the capping band, grab the single band there and bring it to the right in the right loop. Now we're going to pull back these two bands. Make sure you pull back both of them. Grab the orange band in my case and bring it diagonally up to the third middle peg. Now pull back that single layer of bands, and grab the orange band in my case and bring it to the third middle peg. So it should look like this. Now we're going to loop the X. So we're going to pull back the V and grab the one that goes diagonally down on the third peg in the middle row, and then pull back the orange bands in my case and grab the one that goes diagonally down and bring this one up. And bring this one diagonally up on the right. Now we're going to loop the border, like we did on this side. So we're going to pull back the three bands, grab the one on the top and bring it forwards. Pull back all these bands, grab the one at the very bottom and bring it forwards. Pull back all these, grab the one at the bottom and bring it diagonally into the middle to the fourth middle peg. We're going to continue the same thing on the other side. So pull back the three bands, grab the one that goes forward, pull back the yellow bands in my case and bring it forwards, and pull back the yellow bands and grab the one that goes diagonally into the middle to the fourth middle peg. So you're going to continue this pattern all the way down the line. push some of your bands down. It will be easier if you have one or two spare hooks. So you will need only one C-clip. Now you're gonna take it off the loop. Now, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna stick your hook down here And you're going to attach a band and slide it through on your hook and attach it onto the gripper of your hook, just like that. Now, it will be easier for you to have 4 hooks with you. So now you're going to stick your hook down this side, or on this part here. Attach a band to there, and bring it up and through, and attach it on your gripper. Oops. And now, you're gonna take your other hook, and stick it down the peg right next to it. And attach a blue band. Can get a little tricky when you have all those hooks in the way. So now, and you're gonna attach it on your gripper. Now we're just gonna need one more. And I'm pretty sure you could probably use toothpicks if you don't have 4 hooks. So now the last one is going to be here. So just like this. Now we can take it off the loom, but you have to be extremely careful. So I would start with the side where it has the capping bands. So it should look like this. You can just spread it out, stretch it out a little bit. Now we're going to be making our extension. So you can take 1 row out of your loom. And so what you're going to do is you're going to find the first band here, and you're going to take it off the hook. Make sure you hold on to it. Attach it on one of the pegs, or the first peg, and then find the second, attach it on the second peg. Find the third, attach it on the third peg. And find the fourth and attach it on the fourth peg. Now you're good if you have a wrist about my size, you're probably going to do about 5 or 6 bands. So this is what you're going to do for your extension. Now for here, you're going to add all the bands onto one peg. So this double band here, you're going to bring to here. And then this one to here. Make sure you hold on to it very tight. And then this one. See how all your bands are on one peg? That's how it should look. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stick our hook down the open side of the loom. And just peel it off. Make sure you have all the bands on your hook. Now we still have our extension on there, so we're just going to attach and slide the bands through that band. Just like that. And now on our extension, we're going to attach it right there, just like that, so right at the end, and we're going to loop it. Now, as I said before, you only need one C-clip or S-clip. I'm going to be using C-clip because I find that they work better. And now what we're gonna do is, we're gonna find our capping bands here. Find our 2 capping bands. And stick our hook down both of them. And attach a band through them. Just like that. And attach the C-clip to the end. Just like that. There you have your Rainbow Loom Star of Wonder bracelet. Thanks for watching.